I'm Jonathan Knight, and this is B-Movie Madness. The movie I'm going to talk about today, well, first of all, welcome to my first review of 2022. It was a great year last year for reviews. I really enjoyed doing them last year, so let's hope this year is even better. Sorry for the cough. But what's the movie I'm going to be reviewing today? Well, I'm reviewing a brand spanking new release from SOV Horror, and that movie is the one, the only, the legendary Killer's Eroticus. As usual, I'll have a better look at the cover on screen. First of all, I want to mention that the cover art was done by a good friend of mine, Irfan Jones. I just did a collaboration with him last month for Black Christmas. This is not the first time I've reviewed a movie with a cover done by him. I did Minds of Terror last year, but this is a brand spanking new release. As usual, he does great work. Really amazing cover art. Like I said, I'll have a better look at the cover on screen. But what is Killer Eroticus? Well, let me tell you what it's about first. It's about Julie can't help but obsess over what her boyfriend did to her last year. He aborted her baby against her will. With no other way to save her sanity, Julie teams up with her co-worker Bobby, a young man who made his first killing at 5 years old, to exact her bloody revenge. With two detectives hot on their trail, the pair embark on a sex-fueled killing spree that takes them for beyond the point of no return. So yeah, that sounds awesome, doesn't it? Well, the first thing I want to mention about this movie is whenever I got it in the mail, you know, a name caught my eye. It said directed by Vinnie Bilancio, and I'm like, I know that name. So I googled him, and I know him as an actor. He's an actor in a lot of stuff. Mainly, he was in a lot of stuff that John Lechago did, such as Blood Gnome and Bio Slime. And if you had not seen Blood Gnome, I highly recommend it. It is so much fun. But his name caught my eye, and I was like, oh, I didn't know he directed anything. So I was really excited to watch this one. And I was really surprised when I finished watching the movie last night. And I'll tell you why I was really surprised. After the movie, I started listening to the extras. There's an audio commentary and there's a video interview. And in both of them, he talks about how there wasn't really a script for this movie. He wrote an outline, and they improvised a lot of the dialogue. There was some dialogue written like the night before, but a lot of the stuff was improvised, and there was only like a simple outline. And the reason I'm surprised by that is because that usually says to me that the movie was a mess and not organized. But this movie was very well organized. It was well shot. It was incredibly well written, and it was well acted. I just didn't get the vibe that this was just like a simple outline of a script, and everything was kind of, all the dialogue was, you know, made up on the spot. It was a really well done movie. Now I will say, if the subject matter of abortion is a sensitive subject for you, I do not recommend this movie, especially the first like 5 minutes of the movie. I don't recommend this movie. I think that's the roughest part of this movie, is that opening 5 minutes. So if that's the subject matter and it's completely understandable, then I do not recommend this movie. But I will say, the other thing that surprised me about is how much fun I had watching it. You know, I thought it was going to be a shot-on-video version of Natural Born Killers, and it kind of is. It's not quite the same. I can definitely see where people are coming from when they say, you know, it's a shot-on-video version of that movie. But with this movie, I thought it was going to be like a really rough watch. Not rough in terms of the, you know, how, if it badly made or not, but like the subject matter and the violence and all that. I thought it'd be really hard to watch. But I actually had a lot of fun watching this movie. And on the commentary and in the video interview, he says he was going for like a campy vibe. You know, he was influenced by Trauma, which Trauma usually sometimes will take a subject matter that's a little uneasy, and they'll just make a campy, you know, nicely fucked up movie on it. And this movie, that's exactly what this movie was. It was a very entertaining 79 minutes. And like I said, I was surprised how well shot and well acted it was. Now, is there some stuff that's a little rough around the edges? Yes, with any shot and video production, there's always going to be moments or things that are a little rough around the edges. You know, the filmmaking in general is going to be like that. But I was really shocked how well made it was. You can tell that even though there was only an outline and script, that Vinny had this whole thing kind of in his head the way he wanted it, and he shot it the way he wanted it, and he got what he, you know, the acting and everything, he got what he wanted out of it. And like the acting, the thing that surprised me is the two lead actors in this movie, Yvette Mcclendon and Damian Mateo, who played Julie and Bobby. They were really good. Yvette, I'm a guy, so I'll say this, but she was absolutely gorgeous, and she looked absolutely beautiful when she was naked. She has a great body. She was a complete knockout. But I had to say that, but it's true. She was actually, I couldn't keep my eyes off of her. And Damian Mateo, who plays Bobby, he was really serious and intense. Despite the movie having a campy vibe, it actually kind of, in my opinion, worked with the movie, how serious he was. And he did a really good job. You can tell he was really trying to, give a good performance. Same with Yvette as Julie. She was trying to give a good performance, and she, in my opinion, she did. Also, the two detectives in the movie, I thought they did a really good job too. And one of them I kind of recognized. I was like, I know that face, and I just realized he was in Puppet Master Axis Rising as a general. And I just rewatched that movie just a few days ago, so it was weird. I was like, I know that face, I know that face. But they did a good job, the two detectives. As for the violence, it's pretty much simple, bloody bullet hits, but they're really well done. There's one to the head, gun in the mouth and back of the head. That's actually really well done, in my opinion. It was done by simple means, but it looked really good. It was a very bloody movie in that terms. There was a lot of bullet hits, a lot of nudity, so it was a movie pretty much, as I said, a sex-fueled killing spree, and the movie completely delivered on that. And it was a lot of fun. Vinnie, he actually has a small role as a pizza owner in this, and he does a good job. If you know his acting work, I've never really seen a bad performance from him, in my opinion. He really does a really solid job, and he does a really solid job in this one. But overall, yeah, this movie was a lot of campy fun. Vinnie set out to make a campy, fun movie, and that's exactly what you got with Killer Eroticus. You got some good performance. It was well written, despite only an outline of a script existing. Very well shot, and the special effects work and with the bullet hits were actually really well done. So, do I recommend Killer Eroticus? Outside of the abortion thing, I do highly recommend it. There's some people who won't be able to watch it because of that, and I understand. But if you're looking for a campy, fun, I guess, serial killer movie, absolutely watch this movie. And if you're a fan of Vinnie Bilancio's work and you have not seen anything he directed, this is your chance to buy this. This is a brand new copy. It's been released before, but it was released under a different title called A Woman's Scorn. Not a really great title. This title is much better. But yes, I highly recommend Killer Eroticus. It's a lot of fun. Now, as for the extras, there's an audio commentary with Vinnie Bilancio and a video interview. And they're both moderated by John Gilchrist, who did not work on this movie, but he worked on some other Vinnie's movies. He's a fan of this movie. And it's a really good commentary and a really good video interview. Of the two, I recommend the video interview because he's making homemade meatballs during the video interview, and they look freaking delicious. But he goes into details about casting on the movie, about the script, which I discussed, how much it costs to make, and his overall thoughts on this movie and other movies he's done. So definitely, I highly recommend watching both of them. But I would pick the video interview over the audio simply because of the meatballs. I'm a sucker for Italian food. There's a trailer for the movie, and there's the SOVHorror.com trailer vault, which has a bunch of trailers, including a trailer for Misty Darkness, early Todd Sheets movie that will be coming out this year. Really excited for that one. There's also an insert card with alternate artwork, which is right here. Good, simple artwork, but I prefer Airfon's artwork. Right here. It's awesome work. Here's the back. But that's all I have for now. If you want to buy a copy of this movie, go to www.sovhorror.com and buy yourself a copy today, along with a million other awesome movies. So go ahead. I did a top 5 SOV horror releases video. Check that out if you need some recommendations of what to buy, of what my favorites are to buy. Watch that video. I'll have that at the end of the embedded at the end. But comment down below, what's your favorite serial killer movie? Mine's probably Henry Portrait of the Serial Killer. But that's it for now. If you like my channel, thumbs up and click the bell. I got some more reviews in the works. some more Joe Sherlock stuff, some more SOV horror stuff. So, but that's it for now. I'm Jonathan Knight. This has been B-Movie Madness. Thanks for watching.